Leaf removal is a good paradigm for what the task force has to deal with. That's a basic service which unfortunately is delivered in a bit of an inequitable way right now.
Some people have rake out and others have to bag. So number one, it's not equal, and number two, it is very expensive. So we're looking to ways to reduce costs.
What you're going to have to do is we're all going to have shared sacrifice. So I think it's an example of a service which some people will be happy with, some people will be disappointed with at the end of the day.
One of the things that we're looking at with the City of Elgin is the level of quality of the snow removal, and does it have to be this gold standard that they've had in the past?
We want to make sure that our streets are safe and passable, but we do have to reduce costs.
Certainly it's very important because it's public safety and it should never be sacrificed, or there shouldn't be a shortcut. But there is some issue as to whether you get your street cleared down to the pavement in 4 hours or 8 hours.
Basic service versus gold standard service, and maybe there might be some place in between.
The task force is looking at the Riverboat policy and also at some of the items that are being paid for by the Riverboat Fund.
It appears, I think, to most of us in the group that there's been a lot of sort of policy creep or funding creep with the Riverboat funds. Originally it was designed, I think, 16 years ago to just be used for one-time expenses and capital improvements and to a lesser extent service agencies. And over the years, I think, to make the budget work, there's been a little bit of mission creep and more what I would consider operational items have crept into the Riverboat funds.
Because of the tough economic times and because the Riverboat is going through a time of less revenues, especially now that the new casino in Des Plaines is opened up, we have to relook at what those funds were originally allocated for and go back to using those funds for those original allocations.